Hey peoples, Chris Parry, EQUITY.GURU here. Listen, today's rant's going to be a little bit different just because I've got a flea that's been bugging around me. This douchebag that's been on Twitter with a fake account trying to take down one of our client companies, pretending he's a short reporter. But really what he wants to do is he wants to come after me personally. Why? Because I'm not a fraud and he is. And because we pointed that out on Twitter, he's now made it his mission du jour to try and take down not me so much as one of our clients. I suspect that the client company will come after him legally, but for now, I figured I'd just go and have a look at some of the stuff that he's done in the past, because the guy we're talking about, his name is Jack Marks. Actually, that's not his real name. That's the name he took on when the SEC shut him down for failing to disclose that he was being paid to pump stocks. So now he pretends his name is Jack Marks. His website is the Wall Street Reporter, which he pretends has been around since 1836. Maybe there was a Wall Street Reporter in 1836, but he sure ain't the custodian of a 170, 80-year-old institution. So this douchebag, who quite frankly resembles a human testicle, to quote the old movie, So I Married an Axe Murderer, he's like Sputnik, spherical but pointy in parts. That's kind of out of line. He's going to cry himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow. Anyway, Jack Marks from the Wall Street Reporter, who has one client left because the exchange has basically told all of his previous clients that they want to see documentation to show that actual work is being done. So he's only got one company left. So now he's spending his days fucking around on Twitter. Anyway, so I went back and found a TikTok video that he did earlier this year in which he made 3 calls about 3 companies, compelling you that if you want to make money 50x, quote unquote, that you should follow his directions. And I'm just going to let his words speak for themselves, because, oh lordy, is he making some bad picks.
Hey TikTok, how would you like to make 50 times your money? That's right, 50.
50 times your money? Tell me how it's done, Jack.
It's amazing. Check this out. And we're talking Empower Clinic CBDT. So we should
a COVID stock. What could possibly go wrong?
Today, boom, with $2.50. Now I think this thing is got a lot of legs. It's going to go a lot higher.
So Empower Clinics, hey? Sounds like a great deal to me. Let's go have a look and see what the track record was of Jack Marks telling you at $2.50 that this thing still has a lot of life left in it. Oops. That looks like, I don't want to say the words because they're, pretty insidious, but that looks like a pump and dump to me. That looks like right at the top of the pump, he was telling people this thing still has more to go. You should get in on it, while everyone was dumping the shit out of it. And then since then, it went all the way down to about 5 cents before it just stopped trading entirely. Mwah. Nice work, Jack. You really did your investor friends well there. But wait, there's more.
But let me show you another crazy stock for those of you that like Bitcoin. Check this out. You've heard me say that Bitcoin is a scam. Now, at 20,000, I did say it's going to 100,000. Just check out my previous videos. I still do think it's going to 100,000, even though it's a scam.
Bitcoin to 100,000, even though it's a scam. Well, let's see how that little pig turned out. Ooh, boy. I don't know, but if Jim Cramer could even come up with picks this bad, like, this is terrible. Bitcoin to 100,000. You go, Jack. You just tell your people where they can make their money. Brothers and sisters, this guy, like, he knows what he's doing. He just great picks coming from everywhere for Jack Marks. Okay, well, maybe he was just having a bad day. Let's see what his third pick on this TikTok video brings forth. I'm sure it's an absolute fucking assassin.
And if you want to make money with Bitcoin, you want to own the stocks that are involved in it. Check this out. GBLC up 71% today. GBLC in Canada.
All right, can we just for 1 second address the fact that it appears that Jack is recording his videos in a public restroom? I mean, I haven't heard sound muffled like that since I was in the second store right across. But it seems, I don't know, maybe there's just an echo off the urinal walls. I don't want to judge Jack if that's where he spends a lot of his time. I mean, if your head is shaped like a human testicle, you probably want to be around other testicles, but that's just me. All right, so Graph Blockchain, GBLC. Look, about, what was it, 4 years ago when blockchain was going through a moment, Graph Blockchain was actually a client of ours for a couple of months. But you know what we don't do is we don't tell people things are going up 50x. We don't tell them they must buy. We don't say to the moon. We don't draw on graphs with purple crayon and draw little rocket ships like Jack does. So I'm comfortable with the fact that we had some involvement with Graph back in the day. I think it went from 8 cents to 10 cents and back down to 8 cents. But Jack's involvement with it was at 50 cents to tell people, if you want to make money in crypto, this is where you got to put it. Well, Bob, let's see how that worked out for him. Oh my Lord. 3 for 3, Jack. 3 for 3, where you told people to get in literally at the high point and watched all three just shred. When Bitcoin is your best pick at 80,000 and it goes down to 20, when that's your best pick, boy, you really ought to just give this game up. I mean, honest to God, man. Honest to God. It's just not working out for you. You've got one client left, and be sure I'm fucking coming after them if you keep this bullshit on Twitter up. You got one client left. Maybe you should just go, I don't know, work in insurance or something. Or maybe you could just go into puppetry. Remember the puppetry of the penis back in the day? I'm sure you could make some money being a puppet testicle. But either way, Jack, good luck in your job. I'm sure that the fact that the feds are coming after you is not a real big deal. And I'm sure spending all day on your fake Twitter account trying to align me with terrorists is going to work out for you real well. It's really showing people what you're capable of and how trustworthy you are, and how the regulators are just crazy for coming after you in any way, shape, or form. I'm just going to attach this to everything that you put on Twitter going forward. So good luck with that. I really think that you ought to find a new industry that isn't going to be so obviously something that you're poor at.